Previous class, we already learned the model 1. What is the model 1? That is the economic order quantity model with uniform demand and infinite rate of production having no shortage. That means in the model 1, that is the demand is there and production is infinite. That is not the production is the finite and no shortage. That we learned in the previous class. Code and name of the paper for the MCA, it is Operations Research and Optimization Technique, MCA 304. And for the BTech, it is Operations Research CS 505A. Today's lecture number, this is the continuation of the 35. Paper code CS 505A and module is the inventory control. Module number is 7. For the paper code MCA 304, module is 7. Same module number as per the syllabus, and lecture number is 34 for the MCA 304. This is the incremented by 1, but this is the continuation of the previous lecture class 35. Previous class we already learned the module 1, that is the demand is there and production is infinite and no shortage. That means instantaneous replacement. Now we are going to the discussions of the examples of the model 1. We already learned that the model 1, what is the model 1? Economic order quantity model with uniform demand and infinite rate of the production. That is no restriction of the production. That is not the finite rate of the production, having no shortage. So regarding that, we're going to discuss with the help of the examples. One by one. First, we are considering the example number 1. Example 1, particular item has a demand of 9,000 unit per year. So time period is the 1 year and demand is 9,000 unit. So for our numerical example, it is we are considering the 9,000 unit. The cost for procurement, that means for placing the order, for each and every order placing, that is the cost is 100 rupees and the holding cost per unit is 2.40 per year, per unit, per time. That is, here is the time period is the 1 year. So for each and every item, our setup cost is 2.40 per item per year. The replacement is instantaneous. That means as soon as the stock becomes 0, we will get our the inventory. That is the replacement is instantaneous and no shortage are allowed. That means meaning of that is that is no shortage. Now what to determine with the help of this example? For this example, what we have to find out? The economic lot size, that is known as the economic order quantity. The number of order per year, as soon as we got this economic EOQ and D is there, this is our the capital B as per our the notation. By dividing this, we will get the number of order, the number of orders per year, the time between the order. So as soon as we got the number of order, we will get the time interval between the two successive orders. The total cost per year, we have to find out the total cost by calculating that if the cost of 1 unit is rupees 1. So here is the item cost is given is rupees 1. Here is the setup cost, holding cost is 2.40 per item per year. Our item cost is 1 rupees. Now you move to the solution. For the given problem, it is clear that the demand is 9,000 unit per year. Ordering the procurement cost or replacement cost or the setup cost, we can call it C3 is equal to 100 rupees is there. 100 rupees is for placing the per order, and carrying or the holding cost C1 is 2.40 per unit per year according to the given problem. These are the data are given. Now we are using the formula, whatever the formula we already learned for the model 1. Economic lot size or the economic order quantity Q star is equal to twice DC3. This is twice D square root of twice DC3 by C1. So we can put it here. 2, D is 9,000, C3 is 100, and C1 is 2.40. So from that calculation, we will get the 866 unit or procurement or per order. So this is the economic order quantity that we are placing order, or in each order we will get this much unit of the quantity, and this is that is the 9,000 unit we need in the per year. So how many number of orders required, this divided by this. So move to the next question. Only got the answer of the one question. Now the optimum number of orders year equal to N star is equal to total annual demand. Optimum quantity I already said 9,000 by 866, approximately it is 10.39 orders per year. That means number of orders we are placing per year is 10. If it is approximately is 1,000, so there will be the 9 orders per year. So this is the fraction of number. So this is approximately we can say 10.40 orders per year. Now T star, what will be the time duration? That we will get by our definition, or from that we can find out also T star. It is reverse of that. 1 by 10.39, or can directly dividing this, we will get Q star by D. And from that we will get Q star, we already got this divided by 9,000. From that we will get, or by using this we will get. So 866 directly, because we got the Q star, T star is equal to Q star by D according to the formula. So it is better if we directly use this 866 divided by 9,000. So 0.0962 years, because our unit is the years, we can easily convert it to the months or days. If we multiply it by 365 days, because there is no mention how many days that the working in the year. If it is the mention working days per year, so that time you have to multiply it by that. But here straightaway you can consider that the 365. If we multiply it, this is by 365 days. So our unit will be the in days. So that is the time difference between the two procurement or placing the order is 0.0962 years. Now the average total cost, or we can cost the total cost. Total, when we are considering the total cost, that time it is incorporate that the item cost. When we considering the total cost, this is our the average total cost. After calculating this, when we are considering the total cost, so item cost plus average total cost we have to add, then we can calculate that the per year. This is our the cost. Now average total cost ATC, we know the formula, half Q star C1 plus DC3 by Q star. This is our the formula you already derived in the model 1, average total cost. Now if we put the values here, we know the value of C1, Q star, D, C3 and Q star. So half into 866 into 2.40 plus 9,000 into 100 divided by 866. So easily we can calculate by using the calculator, and we can write out the result. So from that we will get rupees 2078 per year. This is the average total cost we got 2078. So total cost per year is rupees item cost plus this is the average total cost. So if we add it, we will get 11 something. It is already updated. So it is 11,078 rupees per year. Now we are considering the another example similar to that, but maybe the requirement be little bit different. The rate of use of the particular raw material from store is 20 unit per year. Only 20 unit. This is for the example only, but real life it may not be real life, maybe the actual things. Cost of placing and receiving an order. This is for the ordering cost, rupees 40. That means rupees 40 is for the placing the each and every, for every order placing cost is rupees 40. The cost of each unit is rupees 100. Item cost per item cost is rupees 100. The cost of carrying inventory in percent per unit per year is the 16. That means for each and every item, that is the per year per unit is the 16 rupees. Not this is the 16 rupees 16, and it depends upon the average stock. Determine the economic order quantity and the number of orders per year. That means first in this question we have to find out EOQ and the N star, Q star and N star, and that 16 rupees, it depends upon the average stock. Now for this problem, for the given problem, what are the data is given? First 20 unit, that means D, demand is equal to 20 unit per year, and ordering cost, that means the procurement cost is the rupees 40, that is the C3, and C1 we have to calculate here, that means the 16 rupees. Carrying or the holding cost is, so this should be the 16%, the percent is there. That's why it is not the 16 per item, it is the 16% of the item cost. So item cost is the 100, so it is the same thing. 16% of the 100 is the 16, so it becomes the basically the 16 rupees. So carrying or the holding cost C1 is equal to rupees 100 into 16% per unit per year is equal to rupees 16 per unit per year. Now we know the formula of economic lot size. Q star is equal to square root of 2DC3 by C1. By using this formula, we can put the values of the D, C3 and C1. D is 20 unit, C3 is 40 rupees, that is the C3 is the ordering cost, and C1 is our the holding cost. C3 is setup cost, and this is the rupees 16. So after calculating this, we will get 4 and 4 is cancel out, then we will get the 10 only. 100, from the 100 we will get the 10. So rupees 10 per procurement. So this is the 10 items per procurement. EOQ is the inventory, that is the, it is in a weight or in a number. This, here is the item in a unit, number unit only. So 10 parts per procurement. So this is the EOQ. So NQ, that is the number of optimum order, number of orders is equal to D, that is the demand by optimum quantity. So D by Q star is equal to 20 by 10 is equal to 2 order per year. So in this problem we are placing the 2 orders, and per order, so optimum number of order is the N star is equal to 2 and economic order quantity quantity is the 10 items per order. Now you considering the example 3. A company purchased 9,000 parts of a machine for its the annual requirement. So here the demand is 9,000 parts per year. Annual requirement means per year. Ordering 1 month's usage at a time. Each parts of the cost of rupees 20. That means item cost is the rupees 20. The ordering cost per order is the 15. Per order cost is rupees 15, and the carrying cost is 15% of the average inventory per year. That means 15% of the item cost. Item cost is the rupees 20. So 15% of the 20 is the carrying cost of the average inventory per year. What would be the more economical purchasing policy for the company? What advice would you offer, and how much it saved the company per year? That means we have to find out the economic order quantity, number of order, and the cost. For the given problem, what are the data is given? 9,000, that is the annual demand. Capital D is equal to 9,000 units per year. Ordering or procurement or the replenishment cost is the rupees 15, that is the C3, and the carrying cost C1 we have to find out. That is, we have to find out by calculating. So 15% of the 20 is 3 rupees. Carrying or holding cost is equal to C1 is equal to rupees 20 into 15%, that is the rupees 3 per parts by year. For one item is rupees 3 per year. Now we know the formula of economic lot size or economic order quantity. Q star is equal to square root of twice DC3 by C1. That we can use. Now what is D is 9,000, C3 is 15, and C1 is 3. By putting in our the relation and calculating, we will get the 300. So 300 parts per procurement. That means each and every order we are placing. Annual demand is the 3,000. The 9,000 is the annual demand, and 300 is our the per order. So number economic. So optimum number of orders to be placed is N star is equal to D by Q star. D is 9,000 by 300 is equal to 30. So we are placing the 30 orders per year. This is wrong. This is not, this part is not here. Up to that 30 orders per year. Now the optimum time. We know the formula T star is equal to Q star by D. So we already calculated D by Q star. From that we can put it here 1 by 30 years between the procurement or the order, or we can calculate from here 300 by 9,000. Now this is the unit in years. Between the two successive order is 1 by 30 years. Now we can convert it to the days. 365 by 30 days is equal to 12 days between the procurement of the order. So that is the 12 days difference between the two successive order. And what is the total average cost? ATC is equal to half Q star C1 plus DC3 by Q star. So here we are putting the values of each and every quantity. Q star is 300, this is half, C1 is 3, D is 9,000, C3 is 15, Q star is 300. Calculating this, we will get rupees 900 per year. Also another way we can calculate also. Square root of twice D C1 C3 is equal to rupees. From that we will get the same result, rupees 900 per hour. So if the company follows the policy of the ordering every month, then the annual ordering cost becomes 12 into 15 is equal to 180 rupees. So how many orders is there? 300. This is, I think, wrong. How many order is there? 300. 30 orders per year. So if the company follows the policy of ordering every month, then the annual ordering cost becomes, if they place in every month, that means they are placing the order in 12 months. So 12 into 15 is equal to 180. Instead of placing the order in 30, if we place the 30 orders, then 30 into 15, then the ordering cost will be the 450. But if we place the order in every month, instead of the 30 order, if we place the 12 orders, then 12 into 15 is equal to, our cost will be the 180. That time, what would be that? If we consider the 12 orders, then the lot size of the inventory of each month will be Q equal to, our total requirement demand is 9,000. So 9,000 divided by 12 equal to 750 parts. That means in this new calculation, our EOQ, if we going to that way, that we are going to place the 12 order per year, that means we are placing the one order each and every month, and that means the order quantity will be 750. The average inventory at any time is Q by 2 is equal to 750 by 2 is equal to 375 parts. Storage cost at any time is rupees 735 into C1, rupees 375 into 3, that is our the storage cost. So rupees 1125. So total cost will be, because the item cost is there 1 rupee. No, this is the storage cost. So this is our the storage cost plus this is our the ordering cost. So it is become the rupees 1305. Therefore, the company purchase 300 parts at time interval of the 12 days instead of ordering the 350 parts each month. So there will be a net saving of rupees 1305 minus 900 is equal to rupees 405 per year. Here is the, our cost is the 900. So it is better if we place the 30 orders instead of 12 order. If we place the 12 order, our cost is become 1305. Our economic order quantity concept, if we place, then our average total cost is the 900. So placing the 12 order is not economic. So you have to place the 30 orders, that is our the economic, and we can save the 405 rupees per year. So economic order quantity model is more better than the whatever we are thinking, placing the order, one order per month. Now we considering the another example. The annual requirement for a product is 3000 unit. In this case, our D is 3000. The ordering cost is rupees 100 per order. That means when we are placing the order, that cost related is rupees 100. The cost per unit is rupees 10. That means the item cost is rupees 10. The carrying cost per unit per year is 30 of the unit cost. 30% of the unit cost. That means 30% of the rupees 10. That is our the carrying cost. C1. This is C3. Now what we have to find out according to the question. EOQ, first question is find the EOQ, economic order quantity. Second, by using the better organizational method, the ordering cost per order is brought down to rupees 80. If this is brought down to 80 instead of the 100 rupees, if the ordering cost is replaced by 80, then what would be our economically effect that we have to discuss by finding the values. 80 per order, but the same quantity as determined above was ordered. If a new EOQ is found, so when we changing the rupees 100, instead of 180, we will get the new EOQ found by using the order cost as the rupees 80. What would be the further saving cost? That means we have to compare what is the economical effect, gain or loss, that we have to discuss by finding the all related values or quantity. Now, for the given problem, it is easily find out that demand is 3000 unit and ordering cost is the 100 for the first problem. Then we discuss the next problem with considering the rupees 80, and C1, that is the carrying cost is 30% of the unit cost. So 30% of the rupees 10 is equal to rupees 3 per unit per year. Now one by one we try to find out the values. First we have to find out the EOQ, then the cost, and N star and T star. Economic lot size or the economic order quantity Q star is equal to square root of twice DC3 by C1. 3000 is D, this is the 100 and this is 3. By calculating we got 447 unit per procurement. That means this is the number of items per procurement or per order. We can place the order, this number of the things, or we can say this is our the economic order quantity per order we are placing this order, or we can say we are receiving this order according to the this much quantity we received according to the order. Minimum average cost as per our formula, square root of twice DC1 C3 will get the same value is equal to rupees. This is from that we got 1342 rupees per year. Now the next part of the question, that part, demand is 3000 is the same. Now only changing the our setup cost or the ordering cost, that is C3 is equal to rupees 80 and holding cost C1 is the same 3 rupees. And with this data again we try to find out the Q star and ATC. Then we have to compare. This is twice into 3000 into 80 by 3 is equal to 400 unit per order. That means we are receiving the 400 unit per order, or we can place the order. We can place the order annually but we can receive the 400 unit at a time. That is the economic order quantity. We can say that way also. And ATC, what would be our ATC? Twice D, square root of twice D C1 C3. After putting this and calculating, we got 1200 per year. Previously, we got the value 1342. Here we are getting 1200. So this is less than that part. or the minimum is the same. If we use this formula or use this formula, we got the same thing. So how much we are saving if the ordering cost is decreased by 20, or you can say that 20%, rupees 20. So how much we can save? Total saving cost is the rupees 1342 minus 1200 is equal to rupees 142. That is our the savings if the ordering cost is slashed down from rupees 100 to 80. Now we are considering the another example. A company uses annually 50,000 units of an item. That means this is our the annual demand. It's 50,000 units per year. Each costing of rupees 1.20. That means the item cost is 1.20. Ordering cost, each order cost of rupees 45. That means rupees 45 is the cost for per order. And inventory carrying cost is 15% of the item cost of the annual average inventory value. That means the average item cost, 15% of the annual. What is the question is that find EOQ, and if the company operates the 20 to 50 days, that means company is working days is the 250 days instead of the 365 days. Instead of the 250 days, company working days is 250 days a year. The procurement time is the 10 day, and safety stock is the 500 unit. Find reorder level, maximum, minimum, and average inventory. So in this problem, we are going to calculate each and every level of the information. So this problem is very, very important for our the discussion or learning. That means we are going to learn each and every level of the information of an item. We have to find out the reorder level, maximum stock, minimum stock, and here the safety stock is 500 is given buffer stock, and working days is 250 according to that, and the procurement time is given 10 days. From that we have to calculate. That means after placing the order, we will get the quantity after 10 days. Now for the given problem, what are the data is given? 50,000 is our the demand, capital D is the demand is 50,000. Item cost is 1.20. Ordering cost is 45 rupees. That is the setup cost or the setup cost or the ordering cost rupees 45, and we have to calculate the holding cost, carrying cost or the holding cost, that is 15% of the item cost. That means rupees 1.20 into 15%. From that we will get rupees 0.18 per unit per year. That is the carrying cost. That is related to the item cost. 15% of the annual average inventory value. That means it is the value of the price of the item of 15%. That is C1 is equal to rupees 1.20 into 15% per parts per year is equal to rupees 0.18 per unit per year, per part per year. First, we are going to using the formula of order, economic order quantity, or we can say the economic lot size. Q star is equal to square root of twice D C3 by C1. I think it should be memorized to all of you because we are using this repeatedly each and every problem. Equal to 2 into 50,000 into 45 divided by 0.18. So this is equal to 5,000 unit per procurement, means per placing the order. This is our the EOQ. Number of days the company operated in a year, that is the 250 days. It is given working days of a company. Order, that is the after placing the order we get the delivery of the quantity, that is the 10 days. That means it is the lead time. 10 days is our the lead time. Safety stock is given the 500 unit. So reorder level is the lead time into demand per day. What is the demand is our 50,000, that is converted to the per day demand, means because when I am discussing the model 1, I said that capital D is related to the LE into capital D. That capital D is the demand per day. So instead of the capital D, whatever we written in the model 1 or in the during the discussion in the formula, that should better if we write the small d instead of the capital D during the calculation of the reorder level. So lead time into demand per day. Demand per day is 50,000 divided by the 250, because 250 is our the working day. So 10 into lead time is the 10 days, and 500, that is our the safety stock is given, that is the buffer stock, capital B. This is the value of capital B. So after calculating this, we will get 2500 unit. This is our the reorder level. That means when the inventory stock is decreasing and reach to the level 2500 unit, as soon as it reaches that, we have to place the order again to the supplier. This is the basic concept of that. Now you have to find out the maximum inventory and minimum inventory level. Maximum inventory is equal to EOQ plus safety stock. EOQ is our the 5,000 and safety stock is our the 500 unit. So 550 unit to be the maximum inventory. So we can keep for that particular item 5500 unit in our stock. If we keep more than that, that cannot be the better for the company. That is the maximum stock. But if we receive, if it is decreased by issuing the product to the production, but again we receive the quantity, if it is level is crossed that, we have to stop placing the order. Now minimum inventory is equal to safety stock, that is the 500 unit. This is our the minimum stock level. Average inventory, average stock plus safety stock. What is our the average stock is 2500 plus 500. That is the our average inventory is the 3000 unit. Is our the average inventory. So average inventory formula is average stock plus safety stock is equal to 2500 plus 500 unit is equal to 3000 unit. Now I'm going to discuss another example. Neon lights in an university campus are replaced at a rate of the 100 unit per day. So this is our the requirement is 100 unit per day. The maintenance department orders that the neon lights periodically it cost of rupees 100. That means this is our the ordering cost to initiate a purchase order. When we are writing this, this is our the ordering cost. A neon light kept in storage is estimated to cost about of rupees 0.02 per day per item. Per day per item. That means storage cost we are considering here, that is the odd also it is included the carrying cost, it is 0.02 per day. The lead time between placing the receiving an order is 12 days. Here the lead time is 12 days is given. Determine the optimal inventory policy for ordering the neon light. Ordering the neon light means we have to find out the EOQ first. For the given problem, D is 100 unit per day. Ordering cost is the rupees 100 and C1 holding cost is 0.02 per day. It is given. It is not given in a percentage. It is straightway given with respect to the item cost. And lead time is the 12 days. Now first we have to calculate the D, Q star, economic order quantity or lot size. By using the formula, easily we can find out that 2 into 100 into 100 divided by 0.02. Straight away that 2 to cancel out and this, and from that we will get the another 100. So 100 is 100 and from that another 100 we will get the 10. So 1000 neon lights per order. So this is our 1000 unit neon lights is our the economic order quantity. So optimum cycle length we will get T star is equal to Q star by the 1000 divided by 100. This is our the demand. Per day is 100 rupees, a 100 item. So dividing we will get the 10 day. So from placing the order, one order to one order, that is the time gap between the two successive order is the 10 days. And our lead time is the 12 days. So 12 days exceeds the optimum cycle length. Since this is greater than the 10, if it is less than, then it is okay. Since it is greater than that, 10 days. So for that we have to calculate LE equal to L minus MT star. That is we are calculating dividing this. So 12 minus 1 into 10 equal to 2 days. Actually 12 by 10 is 1. So 1 into 10 we are taking the integer part. See, this is capital L by T star is equal to 12 by 10. That is 1.2. So integer part is the M. That's why M equal to 1. We are taking, this is the integer part. So for that, here our the lead time is coming the today. That means effective lead time. This is our the effective lead time. So reorder level point LE into D. Reorder level point LE into D. That D is our the demand per day, because in this problem it is demand per day is given. For this particular problem, LE into D is equal to 2 into 100 is equal to 200 neon lights. So as soon as the stock it decreased to 200, reached to the 200, we have to place the order. Hence the inventory policy for ordering the neon light is order 100 unit whenever the inventory level drops to 200 units. This is the conclusion of this problem. So next class will be the lecture 36 and lecture 35. In this class, we will discuss the model 2, that is the economic order quantity model with uniform demand, finite rate of production, replenishment. Production means here is the production is not infinite. In this model, production is the finite, having no shortage. That we will discuss in the next lecture class. We learn that. So now we stop for discussion for the today's class.